Yes, sir. Tap in, tap in. Episode 439. Episode 439 of the Phase on View podcast. What the hell? What is really going on, y'all? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe to the content. We here, man. We here. Another episode. Road to 500. Right out the gate, man. Right out the gate. Let's talk about. You know, we got the NBA going on. We got a lot of exciting things happening right now in sports and just in general. It's been just a wild time. I don't want Sirius is out first, so let's talk about the NBA playoffs round two. Round two, here we go. Round two has been amazing. The NBA playoffs has been competitive. I love that a lot of the road teams are winning. You know, it's actually no blowouts for real. It's real good basketball. Round two, first and foremost, let's put some respect on Halliburton's name. He was ranked by NBA players the most overrated player, and he's showing you why he's not overrated. I feel like he's actually a good player. I don't think he's overrated, but I think the style of his play can be boring to others, and it's not as exciting. But when you can manipulate the game, assist, points, and you have a team that's trying to stop you from getting assists, that's how you know you're a good basketball player. And also, you're a threat to the opposing team. So the Pacers up 2-0 on Cleveland, man. If you look about last year, the Pacers were just in the conference finals. They have that team to really get over the hump. That's like a core team. When you have 19, 13 points, you know, like you're starting five and all in double digits, you're doing something good. Cleveland, if they don't get past round two, this is a disappointment year. You were number one in the East. You had the coach of the year. Y'all have been on fire. Now you get to the playoffs, injuries. Come on now. Like I get some of the injuries, but some injuries you gotta toughen out for real. In these type of moments, you trying to get to the championship, bro. You really gotta sacrifice. And I understand that your body may be worn out because you go through an 82 season, year. But nah. For that Pacers in Cleveland series, guys, it's 2-0 already. I got gentleman sweep. I think the Pacers going to handle business at home in Indiana. But that's been a very interesting matchup, and also with Halliburton, he's proven the league something for real. He's proven that when I step on this court, I am one of the ones too. For real, no matter how you look at it, because I feel like a lot of casuals, we look at the game, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, he's not good because he doesn't have the most spectacular plays, but he's in the NBA for a reason too. Shout out to Donovan Mitchell because he put in Cleveland on his back. He just had 48 points. Imagine you scoring 40, almost 50 points, and that's still not good enough for you to win. He gonna need help. Because it looks like the Pacers in 5, or maybe 4. On to the Denver Nuggets, bro, and the OKC series is gonna be one of those ones too. I see that going to Game 7. I don't know who I would have in that, but if you have the Joker averaging what he's averaging, a triple-double, almost quadruple-double, 40 points, 20 rebounds, 5 to 10 assists a game, you're not going to win that. You're not going to win that. It goes back to my conversation about how certain stars, certain players manipulate the game and do everything on the court. And if you have them doing everything on the court, you're not going to win that game, no matter how you want to look at it. OKC is a young team, but we got to stop putting that young team on them. Like y'all experienced the playoffs last year. It's time for y'all to step up. It'll be another disappointment year for OKC if they don't get past round two again. Because you got Shea, who should be the MVP. You know, Joker is the best player in the NBA, but Shea should be the MVP. Let's call it what it is. Because they didn't give it to him last year, so we already know. But it will be a disappointment if OKC doesn't, bounce back from this. Because you got Russ coming off the bench, Murray doing that thing. Aaron Gordon has 2 buzzer beaters this playoffs. He's been having an amazing playoff run. They doing that thing. The Nuggets is one of them teams you don't want to get in a battle of home court and they still in your home court and y'all losing games, the first games. These games matter. This is the first time also, I'm going to talk about it later, but the first time in NBA history, all 4 road teams won game 1. First time in NBA history, all 4 road teams won in game 1 of the second round. You had the Warriors who beat the Wolves. You had the Knicks that came into the Garden, TD Garden with the Celtics, beat them. You had the Pacers that stole the game from Cleveland. You had the Nuggets that stole the game from OKC. It's competitive, bro. It's competitive. This is what we want to see, though. This is what we want to see. On to the Knicks in Boston. I don't like it. I don't like how y'all just counting out the Knicks like they just you know what I'm saying, whatever team. The Knicks actually have the lineup and matchups to beat the Celtics. I don't know why that's so far fetched. Yes, the Celtics, they shot poorly from the three, and you live by the three, you're gonna die by the three. But also, the Knicks were in the game as well too because they're a good team as well too. You can't just have empty possessions on those type of teams. They have the players, and Jalen Brunson has been probably the best player of the playoffs so far, honestly, consistently. Like, I don't know, bro. Y'all, a lot of people. I will say yes. The Celtics, they are still the best team in the NBA. They're the best team in the playoffs. But anybody can lose, and in the 7-game series, bro, if you don't change up something and you continue to shoot threes, live by the three, die by the three, and you do that against a team that gets out in transition like the Knicks, and that can match up with you well, that y'all in dangerous territory. I don't just think that this is just a cakewalk for the Celtics. I don't think that at all. I think that they ran into a team that match up with them well on the East that can give them problems for sure. So, a lot of people had the Celtics. I got the Knicks winning that series as well too. Based on how this game goes as well, the next game they play the Celtics at their home. If the Knicks end up pulling that win out, we're gonna be having another conversation for sure. We will. I don't want to get overly excited because it's one game, but that game matters. Those games matter for sure. Warriors Wolves, bro. That's gonna be that was a game 7 series for me too. But with Steph getting injured, it's tough. But the Warriors pulling out the game 1 is important because if Steph is to come back, you gave him time to come back. Now you have a rest game. Now you have a game where if you lose next game, that's cool. We split at your house. That's what you really want to do. And that's what a lot of these road teams did. They stole home court that first game. So now you buy yourself a game, essentially. For real, if you want to talk about it. You buy yourself a game. So that's interesting as well, too. So I'm ready to see some competitive games. The Warriors not there for play. They have experience. That's where I feel like they can really go further in this playoffs because off experience and off the players that they have and how they've been balling, bro, they're a dangerous team. And their defense been stopping stuff. If Steph ain't get injured, he was about to go for 50. I ain't gonna lie to you. He had 13 in 13 minutes. He was about to go crazy. But I am excited for this NBA playoffs, y'all. This is one of them ones. Like I'm gonna stay tuned in. I think I got mostly all the underdogs in these series. I have the Warriors. I have the Knicks winning. I have the Pacers winning because they were the underdog. And then also the Nuggets and OKC, I just don't know. That's just a toss-up. I don't even know. Hey, y'all. Yes, sir. 2027. All right, 2027. I repeat, NFL draft coming to Washington, D.C. Let's get it. You already know what type of time we're going to be on. I will be front and center. That view of the monument and then the NFL draft, that moment is going to be special, bro. It's about time. It's about time we bringing a lot of the sports era back to DC, bro. I'm loving the energy. They about to move the RFK back to DC. The Capitals doing good. Our sports teams are doing good. We trying to continue to elevate, bro. Getting that championship mindset. That's dope. I'm excited for that. It's time to bring back that aura of Chocolate City, and we got to bring that back into DC for sure. So I am excited for that 2027 NFL draft. And more news of what's going on around here, in particular in PG County, all right, for my DMV natives. The Six Flags in PG County now permanently closing. End of an era, y'all. It really is an end of an era. What I did love about this Six Flags, too, just as far as around this area, how many jobs the youth got from the Six Flags. It was so dope. I know so many friends and so many people that benefited off of working at Six Flags at a young age as well too, getting money. So it's always been a good place for young employment and for you to really get jump started as a teen and going into your adult years. So I will say that about the positive side, but the negative side, bro, it's too many YNs, bro. It's too many YNs over here trying to do too much. It's become a place where it's not even about the experience of an amusement park. It's coming to a place where it's like a social event for something to pop off at. Like, let's call it what it is. That's what's really going on right now. So it's become a place where it's not even safe to go. It's coming to a place where like you go there just for some drama to pop off. And then you don't want to be bringing your kids or bringing your people into that environment, bro. That's where it could get dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, these YNs, they different. They treacherous, and they move with an intent that they don't really care. That's where it becomes a problem. So I do understand them permanently closing the Six Flags, bro, because a lot of people didn't like the Six Flags because of the rap it was getting. In the certain areas around here in PG County, especially like let's say like popular areas like the Boulevard when we were growing up. I'm of that era. Like, it was a thing. It was a movement, but it became a place where it's like, all right, they did too much over here, and a lot of people would say it became ghetto. Like, if we really speaking real, like a lot of the places, they get packed out, and a lot of the young people start to overflow those areas, so it gets a negative connotation. But I understand the Six Flags closing, but I hope they do something with that land. That's a lot of land, bro. That's a lot of land over here where that Six Flags is, and they've changed it multiple times to different things. But like, it is a little sad to see that go, because you do have all the jobs that for the youth in that area. It really was a dope era, because, bro, like growing up to going to the Six Flags, Hurricane Harbor, all that stuff, like it was a movement, and especially during the times where it was a fun time to go to, the Halloween events that they had there, all those Oktoberfest, all those type of things that they used to have at Six Flags. Definitely a memory, definitely core memories there, bro. But nah, it's about time, bro. It's about time. When you got certain stuff going on, y'all getting into all out brawls outside of the Six Flags, it's just not a good look, bro. It's not a good look, bro. But it's definitely in their era. People got me dying laughing because they like, bro, y'all into Six Flags and y'all still got Iverson Mall up just chilling. Hey, look here, hey. Iverson Mall, they still getting out the mud because they got them stores over there, but you already know they got them sugar cookies over there, Jones, them snickerdoodles. So they still intact off of that alone, bro. But yeah, I totally get it. I totally get it. Hey, shout out to all my PG County DMV natives. We here, yes sir, we is here. Let's talk about on a serious note. All right, on a serious note. Recently, a father was charged in a deputy death following his son's fatal police shooting. So, a father retaliated based off of his son dying fatally to a police shooting him. And my problem with it, before I even get into that, my problem with it is I see this as a notification in news, but I didn't see anything about the son getting fatally shot by the police. That's my problem right there. Just already off of propaganda. We're talking about the father and his retaliation, which I'm not saying he's wrong for or right for. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that we just jumped to this and we're not even talking about how the son got fatally shot by the police. Like, I actually had to do my research about what actually happened. And that's a problem for me as well, too. It's a problem that, we have police that don't protect and serve. You have police that just have a certain motive and they use their certain power behind their badge. That is a reality too. But you do have that police that actually care for the community, want to be there. But a lot of times we don't get that, especially in our black and brown communities. We get judged, or we get looked at in a certain way. And I'm not saying this will happen in this situation, but it's too many times that we're hearing about our sons and daughters not coming back home because of these type of situations. Now, fast forward to the father being charged. A lot of people were reacting because you can see the pain and hurt in his eyes. And just going off of what happened with the son, he was with a group of friends. There was a stolen car. It was a situation of that manner. So it got messy with that situation, and they were saying that they were armed. But guess what? We could just be being told anything. I just know from me even understanding about this whole situation, the first thing I heard about was the father being charged. And is the father right in this situation? No, because you also killed a deputy that was innocent, that had nothing to do with the situation with your son. But how he's looking at it, and how a lot of parents may look at it, is like an eye for an eye, and it's messed up. It may seem that's what he was feeling in that moment, and it's just crazy because no matter how far we think we're removed from all, racism and things of that nature, it's still prevalent in a lot of places. It really is. Like, I'm blessed to be in an area where that's not an issue. And also, too, I don't look at people in that way. I look at humans for everybody. I love all humans, point blank, period. But a lot of people don't see it that way. A lot of people don't act that way. A lot of people haven't grown up that way. So even with this clip, and you seen the father like piercing his eyes into the other deputies and police officers while he was getting sentenced, you felt something in that moment too. It's like, bro, when is enough on both sides? When is enough? We got to stop this. And if we here to protect and serve, let's do that as well too. And then also too, on the other side of things, it's tough to just be, to not just to react to everything also as well too. But now it's other lives that were lost. So like, I would say condolences to everybody in this situation, because lives were lost. His son life was lost, and then also you have the police deputy life was lost as well too, in retaliation for that situation. So it'd be heartbreaking, bro. It really be heartbreaking, you hearing about these situations that are constantly happening, bro. Like, and it's tough. It's tough growing up, like, in a world where you get pulled over or you get into a situation and you don't know if you're gonna make it out of that situation just because of the color of your skin. It's crazy that even today that's still prevalent. It is like, and it's tough because like you have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So just prayers and condolences to everybody in this situation, because this is crazy. This was a crazy situation, and unfortunate as well for all parties. Moving on. I do have a college story for y'all. I'm gonna start doing college story editions. This was actually a funny story, but a serious story. So I had one of my former students. They graduating from college. Former students. They were just talking to me about just advice and things that they went through in college or whatever. So like, in relating and having that conversation with one of my former students, they were telling me about a situation, and I was talking to them about a situation I went through and how I reacted and what I did in that situation. So leaving all names anonymous, but these are my brothers from college. But we were having a party on campus one night. We have like these, it's called highlighter parties. But like, it was parties we used to have and throw probably like after football games and stuff. Just something fun to do on campus. So that night we having fun. We turned up. We doing our thing. Everybody's just having fun and enjoying themselves. But we're pre-gaming. But my friend was just in a certain situation with one of his with a partner at the time or whatever. But he was lit, having fun, turned up or whatever. But we as brothers is telling him, this situation that he's in right now, you might want to step away from that, because it was some past issues with that we had to get involved in. So it was one of those situations where it's just like, okay, we want you as a brother, we want you to detach yourself from this situation, just have fun for the night. You feel me? So lo and behold, he, my the anonymous friend, my brother, he ended up getting lit, whatever. So we ended up going to the highlighter party. Me and my friends, my other friends, we went to the highlighter party. So we chilling. But as we go in there, it's chaos. It's a lot going on. It's dramatic effect, but it's a lot going on. It was a fight at the highlighter party. Right as we pull up, lo and behold, is my friend, my boy I was talking about earlier. So he got into it. It was a situation he got into it, whatever, with another friend or whatever. Cool, and he was drunk at that point. But like this, my brother. So I'm thinking he gonna get it together. But it was emotions of how a lot was going on. So the police come. So a lot it got serious. So he starts to, like resist. Like he wasn't getting arrested. They was talking to him, and then, they was just like trying, breath a lot, all that type of stuff, and he was just acting irate still, and he kind of like was like pushing the police officer off of him and stuff like that, to where he kind of like elbowed the police officer. So I'm the star quarterback. I'm on the football team, a student athlete, and this is my senior year. So I know the police. I have a good rapport with the whole community up there as far as my college. So one of the chiefs act like, hey, look at get your boy. You know what I'm saying? Or this is going to have to go. This situation is going to get escalated if you don't get him right now. So I end up trying to get my friend to cool my brother to cool down, whatever. He ended up getting into it with me. So at that moment, and this is where I ask you as the viewers, like, am I right or wrong? And I was also talking to my student about that, like decision making in certain key moments, as far as like, like circumstances that you may be put in. But like all in all, I feel like I handle myself well, but like I always contemplated, even to this day, was I right or wrong? So in trying to calm my brother down, he ended up trying to fight me, da da da. I ended up okay, like I like kind of body slammed him, but we was tussling, and then we got into it. But like I got him to, even though he was mad at me, I got him to chill out. So the police were not reacting in a certain way, because he was about to get locked up based on how he was reacting. Was I wrong in that situation? I feel like I was. I didn't want to. I don't believe in fighting my friends and all. I never done that at all. I don't believe in that. That's not a thing I do. You feel me? I feel like it got to that point. Yes, you have brothers that you fight, but like physically fight, I ain't never like really went there with my brothers for real. So, but like in that situation, lo and behold, and like my friends laugh about it to this day. Like, oh, bro, you slammed, you did all that, but I'm like, bro, if we didn't react in certain situations, we up here in college, let's call it a spade a spade. We up here in Massachusetts, and I'm a minority, and the school is predominantly white. And come on, like just thinking and having situational awareness. You know what I'm saying? And these are Caucasian police officers. You know what I'm saying? You don't know really how they feel about you. So it was one of those situations where I had to react. But that was one of the craziest stories, like craziest times. But like I had way more fun times. That's why I said I'm gonna do a college stories edition, especially when my co-host get here as well too. He went to school actually not too far from me as well too. But like just a little college story for y'all too. But just it was a learning moment for me, is as far as honestly being aware, and your decision making and choices in life, bro. Just one split second, and I'm away from school. I'm away from my family, my friends, for real, for real. I'm away from home, a long way from home. If something happened and transpire, you don't know what's gonna happen. You feel me? So like taking that with me, and I was just giving advice to my former students, just like, bro, you know, like in this situation, you may have to move in this way, stuff like that. But life with life. You know that. Y'all know that. Life with life. Um, Recently, singer sets his pants on fire, refusing to pay for visual effects during the music video. Like, I get the creativity. Shout out to the creativity. But come on, bro. That's like come on, bro. Yeah, enough is enough. It's like when you go too far, bro. I feel like we in such an era where it's like I have to capture the viewer, you know what I'm saying, for this moment to go viral. I have to do something outside of my mind to, you know what I'm saying, to get any type of publicity. And a lot of people look at that as like good publicity or bad publicity. All is good publicity. I get it. But I'm like, bro, come on. He purposely set his pants on fire. And I don't know if y'all seen the video or clip. Like, it was about to be done for him. It was about to be barbecue chicken. Extra fry on the side, half and half, however you want it, however you want to call it. It was about to be up for, bro. Yeah, nah. Yeah. Bad choice. Let's stay on music, y'all. Let's stay on music. While staying on music, I did see another list, y'all, but it was interesting to me because it was the list of the best rapper and singer duo. I feel like was a fire. Okay, I was like, that was a fire category. And who was number one was Ja Rule and Ashanti, bro. Look here. If you have not lived through that Ja Rule Ashanti era, bro, you missed it. What a time, bro. Early 2000s to mid 2000s, bro. You couldn't go on the radio without hearing Ja Rule or Ashanti. And that's a fact, bro. And rest in peace to you. You have to shout out to Irv Gotti and what they were doing over there in that camp. Another one, I know they probably only had like one song, but that come on, that Nelly and Kelly Rowland, that has to be up there. A sleeper one for sure, J. Cole, Miguel, a good rapper singer duo. With honestly, like Chris Brown, it's funny. Like I would definitely say Lil Wayne, Chris Brown. People to sleep on that one, bruh. Like when Chris Brown first got on, like come on now, them Wayne verses and Chris Brown, timeless moments, bruh. Other rapper duos, of course, you had Jay-Z, Beyonce. Another sleeper one, not even a sleeper one. This probably, honestly, they could be debatably up there with all of them. Drake and Rihanna. Like let's call it what it is. Drake and Rihanna, best rapper singer duo. They up there. I'm not even gonna hold you. They up there. Like that Find My Love. That. Whoo, boy, what? Like nah, y'all don't know. Y'all work. Do y'all understand what work was, bro? Y'all wasn't outside for work. Yeah, Drake and Rihanna had some hits as well too. Rapper. I'm trying to think of some more because it's a lot of good ones, bro. It's a lot of good ones. Oh, Big Sean and Jhené Aiko. We still waiting for that a second album. Well, that 2088 was it. We still waiting for that. What's some more? It's been a lot of great rapper and singer duos. I'm trying to think. I know Kanye West. Who did he duo with a lot too? Yeah, but yeah, y'all let me know y'all best rapper singer duo. But I completely agree with Ja Rule and Ashanti being number one. Like bar none. That Ja Rule Ashanti run was undeniable. But another amazing episode of the Phase On You podcast, man. Make sure you tap in, like, share, subscribe to the podcast. Show your love, show your support. Hey, we continue to go up. We continue to go up. Y'all let us know y'all picks, bro. I'm about to start doing my prize pick and FanDuel predictions on here because I'm not gonna lie to you. Based off of all those game ones, I got all those correct. But like I'm one of those people that like I like going for the underdog or the team that you wouldn't expect to win. I've always been like that. Like me and my friends be going at it because I be doing that a lot of times. But yeah, I like seeing the underdog win, seeing the other outcome of something happen for sure. Yeah, man, much love, y'all. Make sure you tap into the content, like, share, and subscribe. We get to it. Yes, sir. We out.